Antony has been sent off in a pre-season friendly, and this time it had nothing to do with the transfer saga. The former Manchester United winger was shown a red card alongside Bournemouth midfielder Alex Scott after the two became involved in a heated, physical confrontation during Bournemouth's 2-2 draw with Real Betis in Seville. A routine pre-season fixture suddenly turned into one of the most talked-about moments of the summer. What exactly happened on that pitch, and why did tensions boil over so quickly? Here is the full breakdown. The incident took place just before halftime in Seville. Bournemouth defender Bafodé Diakite had been involved in a foul, and Real Betis midfielder Nelson De Osa reacted by kicking the ball towards him. That single action was enough to ignite tempers on both sides. Players from both teams rushed into the confrontation, and what began as a heated verbal exchange escalated into a full-blown physical altercation. In the middle of it was Antony, who became involved with Alex Scott, with the two players pushing each other during the chaos. The referee assessed the situation and made his decision. Both Antony and Alex Scott were shown red cards and sent off before the interval. It was only a pre-season friendly, yet the match had already produced 2 dismissals before the players even reached the dressing room at halftime. If you are new here, welcome to Final Whiz, the channel dedicated to bringing Manchester United fans the fastest, most detailed breakdowns of every story involving the Red Devils, past and present. Stories like this one, involving a former United player at the center of controversy, are exactly what we cover here every single day. If you want to stay ahead of every update on Antony and every twist in the United transfer saga, this is the place to be. So take a second right now, hit that subscribe button, tap the like button on this video, and drop a comment below telling us what you think about what happened in Seville. It genuinely helps this channel grow, and I read every comment personally. Beyond the confrontation, the match itself produced plenty of drama on the scoreboard. Bournemouth opened the scoring in the 41st minute through Marcus Tavernier. Real Betis responded after the break, with Cucho Hernandez equalizing in the 57th minute to bring the Spanish side level. Bournemouth then regained their advantage when Evanathan found the back of the net. Betis, however, refused to give up, and Pablo Fornals scored late in the game to make it 2-2, which is how the match ultimately finished. 4 goals were scored across the 90 minutes, yet none of them became the headline. Despite the back-and-forth scoreline, the biggest talking point to come out of the match remained the red card incident involving Antony and Alex Scott. This is where the story becomes particularly relevant for Manchester United supporters. Antony remains a player whose career continues to attract significant attention, even after his departure from Old Trafford. Following a difficult spell at Manchester United, Antony has been working to rebuild his career and demonstrate that he can still perform at the highest level of the sport. His move to Real Betis has given him a new environment in which to play with more confidence and greater freedom on the pitch. Incidents like the one in Seville, however, can still draw unwanted attention regardless of the context. There is no indication that this moment reveals anything definitive about Antony's character or the long-term trajectory of his career. It was a heated exchange during a competitive pre-season friendly, nothing more. But because Antony remains such a high-profile former United player, even a red card in a friendly match is enough to generate widespread headlines. Manchester United supporters, understandably, will continue to monitor what happens next in his career. Looking at the wider picture, both clubs involved in this match still have fixtures to complete before their competitive seasons begin. Bournemouth will face German side Mainz on 15 August in their final pre-season fixture. After that, the real test arrives as Bournemouth begin their Premier League campaign against Manchester City on 23 August. Real Betis, meanwhile, will take confidence from a performance in which they showed resilience, coming from behind twice to secure a draw against Premier League opposition. Despite these developments, the central story emerging from Seville remains the confrontation that resulted in two players being sent off before halftime. For Manchester United supporters specifically, Antony's situation continues to be one of the more fascinating storylines to follow this summer. The winger arrived at Manchester United carrying significant expectations, but his time at Old Trafford did not progress in the manner many supporters had hoped when he first signed. Now, every appearance he makes, every goal he scores, every assist he provides, and even incidents such as this one, continue to shape the broader conversation surrounding his career and his future. The central question moving forward is whether Antony can fully establish himself at Real Betis and use this opportunity to rebuild his reputation within the sport. A successful, consistent spell in Spain could gradually shift the perception surrounding the player. For the time being, though, the headlines remain focused on controversy rather than performances on the pitch, and that is a narrative Antony will likely want to change as the new season approaches. To summarize the events from Seville, Antony has been sent off, Alex Scott has also been sent off, and Bournemouth and Real Betis played out a 4-goal draw that finished 2-2. Yet, despite 4 goals across the 90 minutes, the confrontation just before halftime has become the defining talking point from the match. For Manchester United supporters, Antony's situation continues to be one of the more fascinating storylines to follow this summer. How he responds in the coming weeks could carry real significance for the next stage of his career. What is your take on this situation? Do you believe Antony should focus entirely on rebuilding his career at Real Betis, or do you believe there is still a path back to Manchester United in the future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Every opinion matters, and we read them all. Before you go, if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more content just like it, make sure to hit subscribe here on Final Whiz and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We bring you Manchester United news first. We break it down in more depth, and we keep the analysis sharper than anywhere else. Joining the channel costs nothing, but it means everything to us, and it ensures you are here for every major story as it breaks. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.